back with Talk of the Town. I'm Robyn Zimmerman along with Steve Gaito. He's on Zoom this time. He is, as you know, a certified financial planner. He is also the owner of Retirement Resource Management because he is a planner. And in this time of uncertainty, Steve, how do we keep our income coming in?
Yeah, that's a question I get all the time now. And, the market has dropped and people that are dependent upon their portfolio for income are really struggling. And so just out of curiosity, I went and I created a case study. It's available on my website at retirerm.com. But it really looks at, it's a retiree, it's a widow, she's 70 years old, $1.5 million to live off of for the rest of her life. And some of the details, if she's using the 4% rule, which is what's, practical for most people to draw down off of a portfolio, that would generate about $60,000.
Right.
And that 25% drop in the portfolio would take that $1.5 million down to $1.125 million.
Right.
And more importantly, the income would drop from $60,000 to $45,000. And so you can see the stress that would cause on somebody that's relying on the market.
So what is your advice then, Steve?
Well, I had just a curiosity that hit, and I was like, well, what if we pulled out some money and actually purchased one of these newer annuities that can generally provide about a 5.5 distribution for the rest of their life? Well, if you took 750 out of that 1.125 million, you'd be able to generate $41,250 a year. And you're saying, oh gosh, well, that's less than the $45,000. Why would I do that? Well, you still have $375,000 in your original portfolio that at 4% is able to generate $15,000.
Right.
That gives you a total income of $56,250. Now, that represents about a 6.25% drop in your income instead of 25% drop in your income. And that's really what a lot of people are trying to figure out is how do I get this income? And so the big stumbling block is I don't want to make any decisions now while the market's down.
Right.
And the reality is your income needs didn't drop by 25%. And so you've got to come up with some creative ways to be able to generate more income off of a lower number.
And that's why someone like you can really look at their portfolio and just figure out, you were telling me earlier, you're a problem solver. How do we figure out the best path forward for a couple or an individual during this downturn?
Yeah. And I apologize. My dog Grace is in the back. She comes to my office with me every day. But she wanted to make sure she got on TV.
We love dogs, Gracie. Hi, Gracie.
So, really, I'm always curious about these things. And I'm a numbers-based planner. If it doesn't work in my software and I'm not able to justify the difference, then we don't do it. Mm-hmm. But I also have to think outside the box sometime because, a lot of people are really struggling with income. Even a 60-40% portfolio is down 20-22%. And so it is a real problem. And the other challenge is, even if if she continued to draw the 60,000 off that 1.125 million, mm-hmm. She's going to deplete her assets much more rapidly than she expected. So even by the time the market recovers, she would have drawn so much out of it and she's never going to get back to where she was.
Right. Very good. So the case study is on the website,
It's on the website, and as well as a lot of other information. Right. I try to put as much information as possible out on my website so that people can look. There's books, there's case studies, there's articles that I've written. Always trying to get more information out because I think an educated decision is a better decision.
Absolutely. And of course, we can get in touch with you for a consultation, video or in person, right, Steve?
Yeah, I'm getting good at this Zoom stuff.
I know. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Steve Gaito again with Retirement Resource Management. Thanks, Steve, for your great advice.
Thank you.